Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Easy Sports Podcast. This is E-Man, and I'm here to bring you the breakdown of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Super Bowl 55. Hello, just want to welcome everybody to the show. Um, Tampa's had quite the schedule coming into the Super Bowl, finishing 11-5, and they finished behind New Orleans and still got a wild card and made it into the playoffs. But looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their defense, uh, they ranked eighth in the league with uh, surrendering 22.2 points per game. Their defense surrendered 327 yards in the total yards, which ranks sixth in the league. Passing is where it kind of dwindles down. They were 21st in the league. They had 246 yards a game that they gave up. But rushing, they were ranked number one. They They only gave up 80 yards a game, 80.6 to be exact. So Tampa has that edge in their defense where they're able to stop the run. They've been really well in the red zone as far as their defense goes, holding people to field goals. And if you look back at the Green Bay game and offensively and defensively, uh, Tampa Bay had 351 yards total offense against Green Bay. Tom Brady went 20 of 36, 275 yards, three touchdowns, three interceptions. He was also sacked for a loss of 5 yards. Each of his passes, he had an average of 7.4 yards per pass and had passes to seven different receivers. His leading receiver was Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin was five for 110 yards, and he had that big catch of 52 yards as well. In the running game, they were 24 carries for 76 yards and one touchdown. As a team, they averaged 3.2 yards per carry, and their leading rusher was Leonard Fournette. He was 12 for 55. He had a touchdown, and he averaged 4.6 yards per carry. They were 2 of 2 in the red zone. They had one passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown in the red zone. And where it gets ugly at for the Tampa Bay offense is the interceptions. Although they threw three interceptions, only only 6 points off of turnovers was Green Bay able to get off of those three turnovers. The three interceptions, Green Bay started out at the 32, their own 32, their own 19, and their own 24. And Green Bay dominated as far as time of possession goes in this game. As far as Green Bay's offense, they put up 381 yards passing. Aaron Rodgers was 33 or 48, 346 yards, three touchdowns, one interception. He was sacked five times and he lost 32 yards to those sacks. He was averaging 5.9 yards per pass and had passes to nine different receivers. His leading receiver was Marquez Valdez Scantling. He had four catches for 115 yards, which is not fair because most of that came on his 50-yard bomb. And as far as the errors in this game, it was in the running game and one pass. But I mean, Green Bay had every chance of being in this game. In their running game, they were 16 for 67. They averaged 4.2 yards per carry. Their leading rusher was Aaron Jones, which he was 6 for 27. He averaged 4.5 yards, but he fumbled the ball twice, and they lost one of those fumbles. So they turned the ball over twice. Once on Tampa Bay's 49, and once on their own 8, which both of those turnovers led to 14 points. And in the red zone, they couldn't get it done. They were 2 or 4 They threw 2 passing touchdowns, and there was the other 2 times where they were within the 10-yard line, and they had, to settle for field goals. They had 34 minutes of time of possession. Tampa Bay was just able to hold Green Bay from scoring, lead them to field goals, and even that last part of the game where they settled for that field goal that they didn't need to, they needed to go for it. They, I don't think they would have got in. It just seemed like every play they were looking for Adams in the end zone, and when Adams wasn't there, they really just couldn't do anything. So that's the breakdown of the Tampa Bay and Green Bay game. It was more than just coaching as far as Green Bay's part. I still think that I think the highlight of this game was Tampa's defense being able to hold the Green Bay offense back. And as far as the numbers with Tampa Bay's offense, Tampa Bay, as far as their offense go, they average 30.8 yards per game, which is third in the league. They average 384 yards a game, which is seventh. And Tampa Bay they average 289 yards passing, which is second in the league. And in the rushing game, they only get 94, which is 28th. So little trendy, you know, their their running game their running game is a lot better than on defense as far as stopping the running game than they are running efficiently, which you would hope that they would be good at doing both, stopping the run and running the game. That way they control the narrative, make the team pass and be one dimensional and get their running game and milk up the clock. That's essentially, that's the recipe that I looked for Tampa Bay to have with Tom Brady coming in, even with all those receivers. But they have had inventive ways of winning football games, regardless of turnovers. Their defense has come up strong. I wouldn't call their defense great by no means, but they are clutch. They show up when it matters, when the game is on the line. And I think they're going to be the difference makers. So as far as uh, as far as their previous game against Kansas City, I'll probably get more into that as I get into the Kansas City segment. But I do think that as far as the way the last game was played with Green Bay, I do think it was a well played game for Tampa. They stuck to their narrative. I think that it should have been a lot more points scored on Tampa's part, and it should have been a blowout. They were 3 times within scoring position and turned the ball over, and they were completely controlling the game early on. So, oh well, it is what it is. Tampa's Tampa's going to the Super Bowl, hosting the Super Bowl, and Tom Brady looking to get another ring. So we'll just have to see where that goes as far as with that Tampa Bay team. Good luck to Bruce Arians. He's a great coach. He coached that Indy team when Chuck Pagano was down. He coached Arizona, a good Arizona team. Just had major health concerns, so I know that they want to win this for him. And it just seems that Tom Brady was just a missing piece that they needed on their offense, and they got that leadership side on the defense too. So good luck to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see what they do as far as their game plan for slowing down Tyreek Hill and holding down Kelsey. So I don't think they're gonna stop them. They're just gonna have to contain them. As not let them get too much to eat. But yeah, this was the Tampa Bay portion of the segment. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the Kansas City segment, and make sure you like, subscribe, share this channel, And also, you can go on the Facebook and look out for notifications as well. I'll be posting there as much as I can. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in with me.